You know when the onesie pops up when it starts getting fucking cold. I look so fucking weird with my Joker type hair. Last night I got drunk and I feel amazing. No, I don't. I have a slight hangover. But it was fucking great. I was playing Fortnite with some friends, and it made me realize that I really do enjoy drinking on a next level, because it makes me the person I want to be. It's so weird, right? So like the last video I was talking about my lack of confidence, and I realized where my confidence all goes. It's in my secondary drunk persona, like that other version of me. You guys have almost always seen it whenever I got drunk, except for the last time. Not always. You guys haven't always seen when I got drunk, but recently you have. Like you've usually had a chance to see what Drunken Chime is just a little bit about, unless if I'm depressed. And if I'm depressed, I'm not the funniest, but I am still charismatic, and I'm still very open to say what I want to say. And because of that version of myself, right? That version that I like, that I want to be a little bit more like. I don't want to be an alcoholic. I just want to be that person. So it's like, damn, how the fuck do I achieve that without being drunk? I don't fucking know. My confidence doesn't match my looks unless I'm drunk. Someone told me that. They said my confidence doesn't match my looks. And I believe that. I genuinely believe that my confidence doesn't match how I look. Like, I'm pretty sure to other people, I look like the kind of guy that would be very confident in himself. I'm fucking not. My confidence is hidden within my drunk barrier, right? My drunk barrier, I'm so much more confident. Like, I believe in myself so much that it's actually the better version of me. That's the better version of me. That's what I've been looking for. I was looking for it so fucking bad. Last night, when I was getting drunk, and I was drinking like as I was going and stuff, and it was fucking fun. I had a fucking blast playing Fortnite. Like it was just fucking fun. It's something about drinking, but like not being super drunk, just being like past the tipsy barrier, because the tipsy barrier is like we feel like good and stuff, but like it's past past that point, I'm a lot better of a person. I stopped caring about like everything around me, which is, it's nice, you know. It's like, it's not a placebo effect, because obviously fucking alcohol does something. It's the thing that lets me wind down, like really calm down and not worry about shit. But I think also because I've been drinking for years, I've been drinking, and not everyone knew that. And now, oh, maybe you should probably know. I've been drinking for a long time. Like, how old? I'm 22. I would say I've been drinking for 12 years. Yeah, I started drinking when I was 10. And that's because the people I knew some people as well. I started drinking since then, and it's more like I would drink like something really light, like a wine cooler at first, because you gotta get your baby steps in, right? You can't just jump in with the big boys, otherwise you're gonna throw the fuck up. I made my progress. I took time to make my way to where I wanted to be. No, I tried a lot of shit over my course of time, and then it was like as I got older, the worse it got, like, or more so, the worse it got. Like at one point, I think it was during my sophomore year, that's when I started to try to jump up with the big boys and started to try to drink more, like more than what I should be drinking. And don't drink unless you're ready. Like honestly, the thing is, I don't have a problem when like teenagers drink really all that much. That's not really a big problem with me. And even then, I know it's not legal. I get it. It's not legal. Don't drink. I'm not condoning you to drink. I'm not saying that you should do this, because I get why they say wait till you're 21 to start drinking. I completely understand it. Let me explain this. Okay, let me explain this. Drinking is an activity that only usually adults should probably use, because it's in that threshold of like, you know, you have enough problems in your life and you just need something to calm you down, and alcohol might be the solution to that. That's not a surprise. When you're like you're 20 to like be up before that, you have very little fucking problems. You should really not be worrying about this stuff that fucking much. Like, when I was 18, the biggest concern I had was, yeah, college debt. But like, even then, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it wasn't that big of a concern that I should be drinking. No, it was just, I wanted to drink because I wanted to drink. That's more so, that's the reason. Yeah, I had a massive problem when it came to drinking, because it was just like, I found any excuse to drink. But there's literally like almost no legitimate reason until you're like 21. Because at that point, you got bills, you got, like, I'm 22 right now. You got bills, you got fucking debt, you got everything being thrown at you, and the world hates you at this point. Like, there's nothing in the world right now that actually gives a shit about you except for fucking you. That's literally it. And you have a reason at that
that point to pull out that sweet little bottle of Jack Daniels that you have inside your grandpa's fucking closet that he gave you before he fucking passed away, just so you can start chugging that shit down. Because my God, most people I know don't drink. Like, it's weird. Most people I know don't drink, which is beyond me. It's like, or they drink but very, very, very little, and most of them just don't drink. And it's like, but why though? But I gotta remember, not everyone's in a shitty position, right? And it's like, that's where alcohol kind of grabs you. It gets you in your worst time, because you're in the bottom of the fucking barrel. You feeling like shit, and then you start drinking, and then you start feeling good, and then you become an alcoholic. If you're in a good spot and you start drinking, it's even better. It's weird. It's not drawing you in. It's like, I'm already fine without this. Why would I want this? It's more like when you do that though, you are at another level. And that's the person I want to be. I want to be that guy. The guy who's like really already living a pretty good life, and on top of that, he's drunk, so he's even happier. That's the version of myself that I want to be. Outside of that, I really don't have a reason to be in any other spot. During my transition between freshman to sophomore year, I can't really tell you who the plug is. I made a promise to that, but I had a plug. And my God, it was fucking great. Like it was great until it wasn't great. Me right now, I can be 100% with you right now. I don't remember my sophomore year. I don't. I legitimately, every time I try to remember everything that went through my sophomore year, I can't fucking remember it. For some reason, it's like it's all gone. Like I missed that entire year. I don't know what happened. I can't remember what happened. It's just gone. And it's like, holy fuck, was I drinking that much? And knowing myself, yes, I have an addiction problem, and it's not like just drinking. It's literally with anything. If I have literally something, if there's something I like, and then I start getting a lot more of it, I want even more of it. It's just how it is, and it's not good. Too much of anything is bad for you, and it's bad enough that I fucking do that to myself. So it's like, nigga, stop. Jesus Christ, I feel so fucking sick right now. And it's not like from the alcohol, no. I don't feel any, like, I feel like slightly hungover, but like, it's not that bad. It's more like I've been feeling sick for the last couple of days because it's like, I've been sleeping in my room while it's super cold, but like, you know, the best feeling in the fucking world when it's winter, and to me it's winter, the best feeling is when you're in your room's super fucking cold, but you're under your blanket and like you're like warm under your blanket, but like a cool breeze kind of comes through. It's so fucking nice. It's the best. It's the best. I sometimes sleep with my windows up. I don't give a shit. Some people are gonna say like, that's stupid, that's why you got fucking sick. And yeah, you're right, but you know what, this is the best feeling in the fucking world. You can suck my dick. But yeah, I don't know. Drinking's not for everyone, and drinking's not for every situation. For me, drinking alcohol is literally for a situation when it's like really, really good or really, really bad. Like as a celebration, people drink. As a depressant, people drink. You should not use that second one. I know a lot of people that were in the similar boat as me that started drinking at a really, really young age, whether they were because that's how their family is. Well, my family's very mixed. It's very, very, very diverse. It's an insanely amount of diversity that's disgusting. Like, it's like, damn, I did not know I had that in my family. Granted, I try my best to keep away from my family at this point. I stopped caring. I legitimately stopped caring. I was like, you know what? I can't do this to myself. The more I keep putting myself involved in these people's lives, the worse my life's gonna end up becoming. And it's not wrong. Like, it's literally like my life is becoming better. It's getting better because I'm focused more on myself right now and less on my family and less on my friends. Except for one. I hope that this doesn't come off as wrong, and I feel like it's gonna come off as wrong when I say it, but the problem I'm having right now, my problems that I'm facing, and it wasn't why I was drinking last night, because last night I was just drinking because I was angry, and I was like, I wanted to drink anyway. I didn't drink for a good minute, and I was just angry with everything that was going on, and I was like, dude, I really need to just chill out and just hang out with some friends and have a good time. And I was, drinking with my friend. I was drinking, and my friends were playing Fortnite at the same time. It was fucking great. Fucking loved it. Then I had like a moment, right? Like over the course, I didn't really pay too much attention. I didn't pay too much mind to it. But Louis was coming into my room while I was drunk, and I was playing with the friends, and but my friends that I was playing with were also his friends at one point in time, and I don't know, some deep drama shit that I don't like to get myself involved into, because fuck that. I'm not about that life. I'm not about drama. I don't do drama. Drama's not my thing. You know what I do? I get drunk. I eat. I go play games. I bake pancakes. Pretty fucking baller pancakes. I don't get involved in drama. Fuck that shit. That's dude. Drama is like the gays to Christians. Like, and I mean like diehard Christians, like okay boomer Christians. Like, it's wrong. right? I have nothing. I'm saying right now, that was just an analogy. I'm not anything. I have nothing against gay people or anything of the LGBTQ. I'm sorry, I don't know the whole LGBTQT. I think it is. I don't remember the whole fucking thing. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm really bad memory. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk, but I'm under the hangover influence. These are my excuses right now. I'm just gonna say that. I have nothing against you guys at all. Like legitimately, almost nothing. I don't think I don't care. I don't care enough to have a problem against you. I think that's probably just it. If you've done something to me, then yeah, I'd have a problem. But you haven't, so I don't give a shit. I have my own sexual preferences. I like that naturally formed flower. You know what I'm saying? Like that naturally formed shit. Like something about that, man. Something about that. Juices. Anyway, Louis came in my room and he was just like. He was commenting on me playing and stuff, and I kind of heard him a little bit, but like while I was also like listening to music at the same time and talking and I'm at the same time, like I was in another fucking world. And then as he left, he was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to being depressed. And I was just like, I didn't notice it until obviously I kind of sobered up and I felt bad. 'Cause I was just like, dude, these were his friends, and I'm playing with them, and I feel like I yoinked them, and I'm like. I feel bad that he can't reconnect, or I feel like there could be a reconnect, but I don't know. I try to get myself involved in other people's business. This is why I didn't say anything to either one of the parties, because it was like, I'm not gonna say shit. But it did bother me. It was on my mind, because it was just like, even when I stopped playing Fortnite, like we stopped playing Fortnite like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. But even when I was done playing Fortnite and I went down and I laid down, I was still thinking about that, because it was on my mind regardless. But then it made me realize something. It made me realize how I miss being alone. I like to be by myself, you know. And I'm not saying that like living with your friends is terrible. I can't say that, because there's been a lot of moments where living with your friends is just great. Even though I was living with my friends, we all had suicidal moments. So it wasn't like, you know, like suicidal secure, but it was not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. I've had way worse situations. I live with my fucking family. Like it's just. You can't go past that. And I understood something with myself, or at least like I had a moment, like when I went, it was like a little flashback. In college, I was with my friends like all the time. I literally basically slept in their fucking room through all of it, like depressants and depressing things and everything. Like I was there in their room. I didn't go to my own fucking room. I didn't even know my roommates. And I'm like, that's just insane to some people. But like, I legitimately did not know my roommates. Well, except for one, and I didn't want to know him. He was a dick. Or he wasn't a dick. Okay, he kind of was a dick. He took my bed in the very beginning of the fucking semester, and that's why I decided to stay in my friend's room. Cause I was like, fuck this guy. I did try, like for like maybe like the first 2 or 3 days, I tried to sleep in my room. But like the beds were so high raised, like they were bunk beds or whatever. They were so high raised, and I'm such a tall ass motherfucker that I kept hitting my head every time I would wake up, because my alarm would go off and I'm like beep beep beep. And I went to my friend's room because I was like, screw this, I'm not gonna put myself through this shit. I'd rather sleep on the floor in my friend's room than sleep in my bed on their room. But eventually, at one point, I realized that as much as I like hanging out with my friends, I do enjoy hanging out with my friends. It's great. It's a fun time. I like having my own space. I like being by myself. I like doing my own thing. I like to branch out and meet new people. That's just how I am. I'm a social butterfly, whether I like it or not. It's just that's who I am. And when I'm drinking, I'm much more of that. Then like the second semester, I went to myself. I stayed by myself. I was like, yeah, screw this. Not screw this, but like, it was more like there was so much drama being involved as well, and I really just didn't want to be involved in it, because I'm not that guy. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to be involved in drama. Fuck that. That shit annoys me. I like to be by myself. If you're gonna be in some middle of drama, Deontay's gonna butt out. He's just gonna walk away. Like I don't like. That's why I don't like arguing, because arguing I usually walk away in situations like that. Drama, I don't get myself involved. If there's a confrontation between two people, Deontay's going to left field. He's gone. He's out of there. He's not even in the zone. He teleported into another fucking dimension. I'm gone. I'm not in there, dude. I hate that shit. I hate being involved in any type of confrontation of any type of thing like that. I like to be just outside of the fucking circle and just doing my own thing. And I don't like to be included into those type of things, right? Like if two people are fighting and I'm still hanging out with both people, I don't like those two people to be like feeding me their hatred towards the other person. It's like, that's not why I'm hanging out for you for. I'm not hanging out with you because I want to be involved in your drama. I'm hanging out with you because I want to hang out with just you and not be involved in your drama. Like literally, if I was trying to be involved with your drama, I'd be hanging out both of you at the same time. That's kind of like the bigger problem of living with your friends, right? You take on their drama in some sense. You take on their problems in some sense. And it's like, sometimes I'm okay with it, but not all the time. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm almost always involved in some type of depression. And it's like, I'm trying to pull myself out. I'm trying to be a happier person. I'm trying to make a better life for myself. I'm trying to become happier. And I feel like regardless of what I do, I get sucked into depresso expresso. And it's like, fuck, I'm trying not to be in these situations. I'm trying not to be upset. I'm trying not, and like every time I'm trying to be in these moments of like happiness, and I even get you slightly there, like I'm licking the fucking surface, right back. It's like fucking Scorpion, just like fucking throws the fucking spear. And one of the best things I like about myself is my personality, right? And one of the best qualities that I have is my understanding to every other perspective. I don't usually have an exact set perspective until I see the situation, right? But regardless of my own perception and my own like understanding of something, I also understand everyone else's perspective. It makes me kind of like a middleman. And that's why I'm usually involved with fucking drama, because I'm the middleman. I'm the guy that understands the situation and explains it to the other person of that situation. And vice versa, I do the same thing, it's like, it's insane. And because of my understanding, I'm able to understand why he's going through these type of things, right? And why he's going through these type of depressive, expressive type of feelings and shit. And I get it. I'm not saying it's invalid. What I'm saying is, I can't take it. Here's what worries me the most, right? Here's what really puts me on the pinnacle, right, of worry. Is what happens when we no longer live together. What happens in that situation when we no longer live together? Is he going to be mentally sound enough to live on his own, or is he not going to live on his own? Is he going to do something really stupid? I can't be his legal guardian. I can only just help him in the best way I know how, but I can't be his legal guard. I can't be his parent, right? Like, I can't tell him, you have to take care of the entire house on your own. I can't do that. He's gonna have to do it himself. I can't tell him he's gotta pay his bills on time and not procrastinate it. I can't tell him, I can't put him in the baby steps thing. I can't do it because he's a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man. The best thing I can possibly do is just let him do it. I want to live on my own, right? I don't know when, but I know that has to happen in order for me to really be at my peak, right? I don't know when, but it's going to happen. I want things to be okay for him. I want him to be in a happier, better state of mind, and I was hoping that his previous ex was, the one to do that, the answer to the problem. But all she did was make a little bit more on top of that. And now he's like, well, she's never gonna change, but yet I still care about her. And I get that feeling, I get that. But you gotta also know what's better for yourself, right? You gotta stop putting other people in front of you, which is hypocritical because I'm making this whole fucking video. You gotta stop putting other people in front of you and put you in front of you. Put your priorities in front of yourself. Like, everyone else doesn't matter in that aspect because no one else is doing that for you unless if someone else's is. And because this ex isn't at all anymore, it's not worth it. It's not, to me, it's not worth it. It doesn't make any sense well, in the perspective of what I'm seeing, it's not okay. It's not worth it. Just move on, let it go. I know it's hard to let those type of things go. I know it's hard to put those emotions away. And like, it's hard because that's like, the person that you've seen yourself with. You've seen your life with this person. What if I hypothetically wanted to date Ami? And I talk about Ami a lot. So hypothetically, they're not saying this is happening. Hypothetically, I wanted to date Ami, right? Somewhere down the line, we don't end up being together. Like, we're living together, but she moves out. She goes to she moves out, and that's the end of that, right? That whole scenario. What am I gonna do? Well, I'm not gonna sit there and suck off my own teat and make myself sad thinking about this person. Me and Ami are best friends, and at that point, I'm pretty sure we'd still be very, very close friends. If not, probably a little closer than usual, but we'd be friends. And I would leave it at that. I wouldn't try to put it to to the point that I want this person to come back in my life and make my life better again, because it wouldn't happen unless I change, right? Unless I decide to change into the better person. Louis is very stuck in his own ways. He's never going to change, or he's never going to change, but he would need something drastic to make him change, right? He would need to be proven wrong. And he's that kind of person that, like, when I look at why Jackie left, or more not why she left, but when I look at why she left, right, and I look at how she left and like the whole scenario and everything, when I look at that whole thing, when I analyze it to a fucking T of perfect, I get it. 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 At the same time, I get why that relationship didn't work, but I get it. Right? I get the whole fucking thing. I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. No one likes to be corrected all the time. No one likes to be yelled at all the time. No one likes to be proven wrong. No one likes that type of life. Right? At the same time, no, on another spectrum as well, no one likes to live in a really shitty house. Or not really shitty, but not amazing either. No one likes to have to pay bills. No, if you have the ability to escape all of that, you fucking would. Like, it would make sense. If I was in the same situation, I'd do the same fucking thing. If someone told me, right? Someone told me that I wouldn't have to pay bills, that I wouldn't have to worry about anything, right? And, you know, I'd have a really nice house. I can have whatever I want for the most part. You know, I can live happy on my own terms. I'd say yes. I'd say yes every fucking time. Because it's like, yeah, like that's the better situation, right? I know that like struggling and everything, it builds character, it builds who you are, but like if someone gave you a fucking shortcut, you take that shit. That's how life works. Life's about shortcuts. Life's about getting to the fast lane. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't go shortcuts, because shortcuts can fuck your life as well. But like in that scenario, I get it. It makes sense, right? If someone's like, I'm not having to worry about, you know, someone having health problems, someone, you know, proving me wrong all the time, someone making me feel like shit or reminding me of the bad things I've done. I would leave. I would fucking leave. I wouldn't sit there and make myself put myself in that situation and force myself to stick there, right? Why would I do that to myself? That's torturous. That's literally torture. But at the same time, right, from Louis' perspective, right, from Louis' perspective, 'cause I'm speaking from Jackie's perspective, and in that scenario, I do the same fucking thing. But let's talk about Louis' perspective, right? Louis' perspective, well, she cheated. She cheated on him. She hurt him. She did a lot of bad things in that situation. Just that one thing, though, it was just cheating. That was, I mean, not saying it's just cheating. Cheating's fucking terrible. But, like, she did that, played mind games, right? Like, and girls are very fucking good at doing that. Girls are very fucking good at that. I get angry, though. I get, like, pissed off and just say, fuck it, I'm done. I just leave. I'd leave in every situation. She's playing mind games in a sense, right? In a sense that when she decided to, when he found out and everything and stuff, she was going to leave. I told her she didn't have to leave because I wasn't going to force her out. It wasn't, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to kick someone out because of something that happened between, first of all, doesn't involve me, right? If she cheated on me, that's different. That's whole different. That's whole ass different, all right? You know why? It's my place. You ain't staying in my place. It was like, she was like, I want to be with you, but I don't want to be with you type thing. Or I want to be with you, but I want to be with him. Or I want to be with, you know, I want to, you know, still do, like, it was just like, you can't have the best of both worlds, right? You can't have both of that. You can't do that. It won't work, you know? It would never work. It would always just be worse. You can't have polygamy. You can't have it. It just won't work. Not only just won't work, it's illegal as fuck in America. She wanted to have the freedom of what the other guy was offering, but still have the same person, right? Or have both people? I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like she cared about the other guy as well. She cared about the other guy as well. Even though she hurt Louis, she still had feelings for this other guy. Regardless whether she wants to admit to that or not, I don't care. It's not my point. Not my place to really care about that. It's more like, if this chick, right, ever did this to me, right, if I was in his position, right, and then, you know, she cheated on me, and she wanted to have the best of both worlds, and I said no. You know, I care about this person. You know, I've known them for 3 years. You know, we've dated for a long period of time. You know, sex and all, right? We did a lot of things. And to me, she was most possibly the perfect relationship towards my perspective, and everything that was going very well until it wasn't, right? She was, whenever I made a joke, she would take it seriously, or from my perspective, right, it was a joke, and from her perspective, it was serious, right? Maybe can I here's two scenarios that I see in the end result. For me, I would do. One, I fucking change. I change the way I am, because the way that I am is obviously, if I really care about this person, I really want to be with this person, I change, just regardless. Stop right there, right then and there. I change who I am, because I'm that kind of guy, right? I'm the kind of guy that wants to be. I'm kind of like a perfectionist a little bit, but I like some of my flaws. I also see as that's what makes me a human. So it's not like the worst of the worst. I would change to become a better person so that I can be more suited for that person or for someone better, right? That's how I see what I do, right? If the relationship ever ends with me involved, like if a breakup ever happens, if I ever get involved into a breakup, there's two ways I handle it. I change who I am, the way I am, and how I do things to a better person so that I can either get that person back or I can go to someone better, right? You always try to give yourself the better foot. You try to give yourself the better option. Or I change and leave. I change myself into this, and not only do I change and leave, I change myself into this amazing person, to this way even better person, right? And then I move forward. Why? Because that bitch ain't worth it. Like, it's just, now I'm not calling you a bitch. If you ever watch this video, I'm not calling you a bitch. I'm saying in that instance, I'd be like, the chick that cheated on me ain't fucking worth shit. All right, I'm worth this shit. I'm worth this baller ass person that I am, that I become. This fit, lean, sexy ass motherfucker that's smart as shit. And I would go back to college, get myself a college degree, get a better job, have a wife, 2 kids, new house, get a car. Fuck that hoe. She ain't worth it. She ain't worth it, bro. Like, she ain't worth it in that situation, right? I'd move forward. And you know what? That sounds like the better fucking route, right? I let it go. I'd let whatever feelings I had go. I'd let them out. I'd take them out, because I feel like the only way for you to truly let your feelings go is if you actually talk about them, and then you can move forward from that point. You talk about your emotions. You talk about your feelings. You explain it. You let all that fucking pain and hatred and anger out. You let it all out, and then you move forward. You don't sit in it. You don't leap. You don't, cover it in your fucking body and sit the fuck down and just eat it all and put it back in and shit it out. It's like, no, that's some dog shit. No, you're not a dog. You're a human. You're a fucking man. You're a fucking man. Not even just a fucking man. If you're a woman, you're watching this. You're a fucking grown ass adult. Or you're a person. You're a person that deserves everything that you deserve, that you want. So if that person decided to cheat on you, fuck him. Out of his perspective in this scenario, that's how I would have done it. That's exactly what I would do. I would literally move forward. I would become a better person, because right now, because that relationship did not work, it takes 2 to tango, right? Why would this person cheat on me? Well, I drove them the fuck away. That's what I would see, right? Like, in that scenario, I drove them away. I pushed them away. Regardless of whether you accept that or not, you can or not, there's a reason to every factor, right? So if you push someone away, right, or you make them feel like shit, or you hurt them in some type of way, and whether that's emotional, because people take their emotions very fucking strong, especially females. You do not want to hurt a female emotionally, ever. You never want to put them down. You don't want to make them feel like shit. You don't want to ever let, because women are spiteful. They're very spiteful. They'll do something that'll say fuck you, and they'll hurt you even more than you hurt them. Whether you like that or not, they'll do it. You don't do that, right? You don't try to cause any negative act, even if it's unintentional. Even if the thing is, if people get into arguments, right? This is what I don't get. People get into arguments in a relationship, right? Why don't they just fix it? Why do some people and some relationships, they let the relationship still do the same situation over and over and over again? There's someone else that I know that's actually going through that. Like, they'll sit in that situation, they'll argue, and that problem never gets fixed. It just keeps happening, right? You keep getting into those arguments, you keep getting into more and more of those fights of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. If it's either not fixed after the first time, move the fuck on. Right? Your life is not dedicated to this person. Your life is dedicated to you. That's how that works. You don't live for someone else. You live for yourself. You get into an argument and shit doesn't get fixed, right? Shit obviously keeps going and it gets worse, Move on. You don't have to fix that relationship. It's not your job to care about that person anymore. You tried. It failed. It's okay. You learn from your failures. Relationships can also be failures. If I was I was engaged to someone twice. Actually, I've been engaged to 2 people. But I was I was engaged to 2 people. I was engaged the second one more so. Let's just talk about that a little bit more. The second one, first off, it was fucking rushed. Regardless of how I see it, it was rushed. It was fucking rushed. It was one of the fastest, like, engagements I ever jumped into. And the last time I'll ever do that shit again. Fuck that. Yeah, it was fucking rushed. It was insane. It was like, what the fuck? You know, and even when I was going through it, I was just like, this is acting like a little bit too fast. It was rushed, right? And then it was long distance. It was long distance, you know. Granted, I got a chance to visit her and everything, but it was still too fucking far for me, because I am a very close person. I like to have that type of emotion. I like to have that relationship that's like, you know, she can come to my house, I can come to her house, you know, we could do some things, we can hang out and go on dates, you know, that type of thing, right? I love that shit. I love that shit, but only with the person that I can actually connect with, because if you're boring as shit, I don't want to fucking be around you. Like, that's just how I am, right? And what I mean was boring as shit, like boring as shit as in we have no similar interests, right? We have literally nothing that connects off of. Then we have no reason to be in a relationship, right? There's no connection, so why the fuck would we do it? And even if it's a small connection, I wouldn't want to do that to myself, because a small connection can just be very fucking fragile, and it can be very thin. It can be clicked right off and that's it, right? It would never work. It would never fucking work. So then again, in this situation, I don't do long distance. I just don't do it. It doesn't work for me, right? Moving forward, this person kept coming back. No, the thing is, that's what happens when you move forward. When you move forward, right, that person that you moved forward from won't ever try to let you go. But you have to be the better person and let them go. You have to let them do whatever it takes for them to become also the same inspiration that took you forward, right? And that's the hardest part, right? It's those relationships that you are really stuck on about. It's those ones that are the longest relationships that you've ever been in your entire life. Most of your life at this point has been dedicated to this one person, right? And it didn't work out. It's hard to accept that shit. It's really fucking hard. But you gotta be the better person. You have to be the better. It's just how it works. You gotta move forward. You gotta move forward. Because otherwise, you're just sitting there. You're doing nothing with your life. This is coming from a person who's highly suicidal, right? This is coming from a schizophrenic, highly suicidal black guy. I live a really shitty fucking life. And you know what? For a person that lives a really shitty life and tells you that you need to move fucking forward, do it. Fucking do it. Listen to the words I'm saying. Move forward. The only thing you can do is just move forward. You take that emotion, you fucking use it as inspiration. You like, yo, this chick hurt me. What would be the best way to hurt this chick back? Being better. Being better. And you know, like, that sounds like a fucking joke, but it's so fucking serious. Being better. Taking the fucking situation that you put yourself in and you turn it into something significantly positive. Yes, it's so much easier to be a pessimist. It's so much easier to look at the negatives. It's so much fucking easier. Trust me, I fucking know. But you gotta just take those situations. You gotta take that situation that you're in right now, look at it, and say, there is some positives in this, right? I dodged a bullet. That's what you can say. You dodged a fucking bullet. Because you didn't have to put yourself any more further into there. You don't have to either. You can move on. You can just fucking move on. You can drop that emotion and move on. You don't like those feelings? So do something about it. You don't like who you are as a person? Do something about it. Do something about it. Don't sit down, just sit down and play video games, listen to music, and be depressed all the time. Fuck that. Do something about it. I'm so tired of being the person that I am. Or at least I was so tired of being that depressing person. That person that not only was I depressing, but I was making other people depressed. I hated that type of person I was. I left college because of that type of person that I was. Leaving college put me to that position of where it was like, well, you either do something about this or you fucking rot, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna just sit there and do nothing. That would kill me. That would kill me as a person because I'm just a waste of space at that point. I did something about it. I got a job. I started working like crazy, you know, making so much money to the point I got a promotion twice. Not only that did I got a promotion twice, but I also made enough money to be able to take care of myself financially. I'm doing really good at YouTube at this point. You know, I'm doing very good at YouTube. I've spent a lot more time working on it, becoming better at it, lol. You know, I've pushed myself into those positions where it was like, dude, you gotta do this better. You gotta just live life better. Stop trying to stop sitting in your depression so much, because it's literally like sitting in your own shit. Like I said, I understand both perspectives. I'm very passionate about both perspectives at the same time though. I get why she would leave, but I don't get why he's just sitting there doing nothing. Do something, Chief. If you hear anything about this video, do something, please. For the love of fucking God. It's gonna kill you if you sit here in this situation. It kills me to see you like that. I'm, as a friend, as a bro, as a housemate, nigga. Do something. Move on with your life. I know it's hard, bro. I get it. I'm calling you out. Do something. Move on. It ain't worth it. She ain't worth it, all right? She obviously is living the better version of her life right now. This is the pinnacle, not the pinnacle, but this is the best version that she can get right now. Do the fucking same. Go back to, get it that, money's tight, Money's tight for me. I'm living in the same house, nigga. Like, I'm in the same house. I'm still making my life better. I'm still pushing myself forward. I'm still going forward, because fuck that shit. I'm not gonna sit there and do nothing. Do something. I don't know how much I gotta say that. Do something, bro. Please. As a fucking friend, as basically family, do something, bro. Like, I'll help you, nigga. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll move forward with you. I'll help you move forward. But you gotta also have that initial inertia to push yourself forward, right? You gotta be able to do that. What usually got me through a lot of shit, right? What usually got me through a lot of pain and whatever happened, regardless if it hurt someone, whether I did it or not, I made a video. I sat down, like right fucking now. I sat down. I recorded a fucking video. And I made it. And I turned it and I uploaded it. And whether it hurt someone or not, I didn't care. I got my emotions out. I got what was going through my mind. What came through my fucking mind, what came through my fucking heart. I got it out. And then once I got it out, I moved forward. That was it. That was setting in stone. I already talked about it. I talked about it and I'm done. I'm not gonna sit there and complain about it. I'm not gonna sit there and just bitch about it all the time. No, fuck that. All right? I'm not gonna be about that life. He tried to go move on forward with this other girl. That didn't work out. Move forward, right? You guys don't have to hate each other. That's stupid. That's retarded. And you don't hate each other. I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure that you both fucking miss hanging out. So be the bigger person and fucking hang out. It ain't hard, Chief. Move forward. Do something. I don't know how else I have to talk about this. I don't know how much I gotta fucking emphasize this or push this or be that kind of guy that has to tell you what the fuck to do, but do it. Like, it's annoying me. Like, I didn't have this much passion yesterday because I was fucking drinking. But, like, the passion is surging throughout my fucking body. I feel like a fucking Super Saiyan right now. And all I want to do is make you do something that's positive for your fucking life. And there's another person. I'm not going to say your name, alright? I'm not going to say your name because, I already put so many fucking names in this fucking video right now. I feel like I'm going to, like, get in copyright shit or copyright infringement or some type of shit. You didn't have the right to say my fucking name, bitch. But, like, no, fuck. This other person, you're in a relationship, right? But it's toxic as shit. It's literally the most toxic relationship I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Leave! It does not matter what they say. They will not change. They will not change until you force them to change. And the only way to force them to change is to leave. That's, for some reason, that's how people work. We only improve based off of loss. That's how we work. That's how humans function. We're stupid. We're dumb. We have to have loss in order for us to actually succeed. We have to fail into us to succeed. That's the only way. That's the only fucking way. We do not succeed off of trying to make this failure turn into a succeed by forcing it, and it won't really change anything, but it's still trying and saying it's trying, but it's not trying. It's not gonna try until you fucking literally leave. That's literally the only way for you to do it. Leave that relationship. Please. Save yourself. Save yourself and save that person. If you care anything about that person, this for everyone that watches this fucking video. If you are in a relationship and shit's going south, shit's going down, like it's bad, bro, like it's really fucking terrible. If you're in that situation and everything's fucking going to shit, leave. Fucking leave. Alright, you do not have to stay in that relationship. You don't need to fucking breed off that relationship. You don't need to do shit. I had a fucking kid with this guy. Well, sucks to be you. But you know what? This nigga ain't shit. Move on. It's bad. Push on. Fuck that shit. It's gone. It's over, bro. It's over. Alright? This person cheated on me. Oh my god. My heart's broken. You know what? You probably did something that was just as bad. You didn't do anything that was just as bad. You did something that was bad as well that hurt this person emotionally or pushed this person to end up making that decision, because obviously if a person cared about you enough, they would not cheat on you. That's how it works. They wouldn't move on to find someone else they wouldn't even have that mindset because already they're having that mindset of moving on to someone else because you did something. You can move forward. Like, just go. It's the fucking door. It's over there. Just go. There's so much shit that's on my mind right now regarding all these relationships and all these, like, everyone's coming at me and then they're putting that shit on my plate, you know, and it's like, I didn't even ask for all this. But you know what? Since you gave me all this shit, let me give you my feedback. Let me give you my taste testings, right? Let me give you my fucking, what's his fucking name? Let me give you my fucking Gorman Ramsay about this shit. This shit's so black, it's asking me for a Newport, bro. Like, you need to fix your shit, all right? I'm done, because I feel like if I keep going, I'm gonna get real heated. And right now, I'm getting pretty fucking heated. I'm tired of this shit. If you have problems, don't come to me about it if you don't like my answer. But otherwise, shut the fuck up and do something. I'm done.